Chosen one. There's intense anger swirling in the atmosphere right now, because this person lied about you, and now someone is fighting your corner. Someone who once believed every twisted version of your story just uncovered the deception, and the liar is losing control. They never expected their false narrative to collapse, but divine timing has a way of exposing what's hidden. Right now, conversations are happening behind closed doors. People are questioning everything they once accepted as fact. The person who smeared your name is panicking, scrambling to regain sympathy. But it's too late. Their words no longer carry weight. You were in a connection with someone, maybe romantic, maybe friendship, maybe something that felt deeper than words could describe. But something shifted. Betrayal entered the picture. Deceit showed up. A third party got involved. And suddenly you were looking at a situation that made absolutely no sense. Someone you trusted was not who you thought. Maybe you were kept secret. Maybe you were breadcrumbed while someone else was fed the full meal. Maybe both sides were being played, told one thing while another reality existed entirely. And there was someone else in the shadows. Someone who was supposed to be your friend. Someone you spent time with, shared secrets with, trusted completely. But this person was a traitor. This person was fake, smiling in your face while plotting behind your back. And here is the part that is going to make your blood boil when the full truth comes out. Your ex and your fake friend were involved with each other. Boundaries that should never be crossed were demolished. Betrayal happened together while both pretended to care about you separately. You sensed something was off. Your intuition was screaming at you, but you could not prove it. You did not have concrete evidence, so you did what any person with self-respect would do. You protected your peace. You chose yourself. You walked away without explanation because you understood something crucial. You do not owe anyone access to your inner world when that person has already shown you their true character, so you left. Clean break. No drama. No social media blast. No revenge tour. Just silence. But your silence drove the other person insane. This person expected you to fight. This person expected you to beg for answers. This person expected you to break down and demand to know why. When you did none of those things, when you simply vanished into your own transformation, panic set in. Because silence meant losing control of the narrative. Silence meant you were not going to play the game. Silence meant a new explanation had to be created for why you left. And that is exactly what happened. The talking started. Small comments at first. Little hints that you were difficult. Subtle suggestions that you were cold. Casual mentions that you just walked away without reason. The victim card was played beautifully. Sympathy was gathered like someone collecting rare coins, and people believed it. Why would anyone not believe it? The performance seemed so hurt. The confusion seemed so genuine. The wound seemed so real. The act was Oscar-worthy. Your fake friend played the role perfectly too, shocked that you left, pretending to be caught in the middle, positioning as the neutral party just trying to make sense of it all. But behind the scenes the lies were being fed, details were being added that made you look worse, stories were being confirmed that had no basis in reality. Your fake friend became a co-conspirator in destroying your reputation. And this happened while occasionally sending you messages asking if you were okay. Every accusation was a projection. Everything you were accused of is exactly what the other person was doing. You were called selfish when the other person was taking everything and giving nothing. You were called untrustworthy when the other person was keeping secrets. You were told you gave up easily when the other person never fought for the connection in the first place. This is how manipulators operate. Accusing you of their own crimes means that if you ever speak up, it looks like deflection. The lies spread. Some people you thought were solid started looking at you differently. Some people pulled back without explanation. Some people stopped inviting you to things, and you felt it. You felt the shift in how people treated you, but you still said nothing, because you understood something powerful. Your character would speak for itself. The people who truly knew you would see through the lies, and the people who believed lies without asking you directly were never really your people to begin with. But staying silent came with a cost. There were nights you wanted to scream the truth from the rooftops. There were moments you wanted to show everyone the receipts, the messages, the proof of what really happened. There were days you questioned if you made the right choice by not defending yourself. The weight of false accusations is heavy. It sits on your chest. It makes you question your own reality. It makes you wonder if maybe, just maybe, you were the problem after all. But you kept choosing yourself. You kept doing the work. You kept healing in private. You kept building a life that did not need external validation. And that consistency, that commitment to your own peace, that refusal to engage with chaos, that is what protected you. Because while you were healing, the people who lied about you were drowning in their own darkness. Your ex is not okay. This person is sitting in shadow right now. This person is trapped in a mental prison of their own creation. This person convinced themselves that you were the villain, but deep down the truth is known. The betrayal is known. The lies are known. The destruction of something real is known. And that knowledge is eating away at everything. Conversations with you are replayed obsessively. Your social media is stalked, looking for signs that you are miserable without them. Mutual friends are asked about you while pretending not to care. This person is stuck, completely and utterly stuck. Your fake friend is struggling too. Betraying you was supposed to bring closeness to your ex. There was supposed to be some reward for loyalty to the lies, but it turns out this person was just a pawn. Your ex used this person and then moved on, and now your fake friend is sitting there feeling used and discarded, which is absolutely ironic, considering what was done to you. The flip-flopping between defending you and holding grudges continues. The inability to decide what story to tell exists because this person is caught in a web of deception. And this is where divine timing enters the picture. Because while both of them were drowning in lies and dysfunction, someone was watching, someone was listening, someone was paying attention, and that someone has integrity, a strong moral compass, values of truth and justice. This person might be connected to your ex in some way, maybe a sibling, maybe a best friend, maybe someone in the inner circle, someone who was supposed to automatically take the other side. But this person cannot tolerate lies. This person started noticing inconsistencies in the story. Your ex told one version of events and then later a different version was told. Your fake friend's story did not match up either. The way both of them flip-flopped depending on who was being spoken to became obvious, and questions started being asked. Simple questions at first, innocent clarifications, but those questions made your ex uncomfortable. Those questions made your fake friend nervous, because liars hate being questioned. Then something happened that changed everything. There was a social gathering. People were drinking, inhibitions were lowered, emotions were running high, and in that environment, masks slip. Your ex said something about you publicly, something cruel, something designed to paint you as the villain one more time, and your fake friend was there, either adding to the story or contradicting it. Either way, the person who values truth was there too, and the lie was caught in real time. If this resonates with your inner knowing, hype this video to help fellow chosen ones find their way here. What happened next was intense. This person who values truth confronted the situation right there, in front of everyone. The lie was called out. The story was challenged as not making sense. Answers were demanded. Refusal to let it slide was absolute. Your ex tried to defend the position, tried to explain it away, tried to maintain the victim status, but the person confronting the situation was not backing down, relentless, demanding accountability, done watching someone play victim while destroying another person's name. Your fake friend tried to intervene, tried to smooth things over, tried to play peacemaker, but the person fighting your corner turned on this person too, because the realization hit that your fake friend was complicit in the lies. The neutral act was seen through. The understanding came that this person was not innocent at all, and that got called out too, publicly, in front of everyone. The confrontation was explosive. People watched in real time as the lies unraveled. People saw the mask slip. People witnessed the truth breaking through. When the person fighting your corner confronted your ex, gentleness was not part of the approach. No tiptoeing around feelings. The full force of someone disgusted by manipulation came through. Answers were demanded. Every contradiction was pointed out. Vague explanations were refused, and emotional deflections were ignored. The focus stayed on facts, and facts are what liars fear most, because feelings can be manipulated, but facts just sit there stubbornly refusing to change, no matter how much someone tries to spin them. Your ex tried every trick in the manipulator handbook during that confrontation, tried to make it about the hurt being felt, tried to shift the focus to personal pain instead of addressing the lies, tried to paint the person confronting as being unfair or not understanding the full situation, tried to use tears or emotional outbursts to derail the conversation. None of it worked. The person fighting your corner saw through every tactic, stayed locked on target, refused to be emotionally manipulated into backing down. Your fake friend started panicking when questions came, started stuttering, started contradicting the own story, started trying to distance from your ex while simultaneously defending your ex. It was a mess. It was obvious to everyone watching that your fake friend was hiding something. The person fighting your corner did not let up, kept pushing, kept asking, kept demanding clarity, and eventually, pieces of the truth started slipping out. Your fake friend admitted to things that were not meant to be admitted. Details about involvement with your ex were revealed that had been kept hidden. The timeline of when betrayal actually started accidentally got exposed. It happened in front of multiple people. There were witnesses to the unraveling. And now your fake friend cannot take it back, cannot rewind, cannot pretend it did not happen. The truth is out there now, scattered across multiple people's awareness, being discussed in private conversations, spreading through social circles like water finding cracks in concrete. Your ex is trapped now, cannot admit to lying without destroying the carefully built reputation, but cannot keep lying because someone knows the truth and is demanding honesty, stuck between a rock and a hard place, drowning in deception, replaying this confrontation over and over, trying to figure out how to regain control of the narrative. But control is gone. The story is out of those hands now. The person who lied about you is experiencing something never expected. The belief was that the narrative could be controlled forever. The belief was that people would always buy into it. The belief was that you would stay silent, and moving on with the false version of events could happen unchallenged. But now confrontation with the truth is happening, and there is no idea how to handle it. This person is stuck in a trap of their own making, cannot admit what was done without destroying the image that has been built for so long, cannot keep lying because people are asking questions now. Overwhelmed, the bed was made and now lying in it is required. Meanwhile, where are you in all of this? You are exactly where you need to be. You are not obsessing over them. You are not losing sleep over what was said. You are not desperately trying to clear your name. You are living your life. You are healing. You are growing. You are stepping into your power. The anger you feel about this is not just valid. It is necessary. You need to feel that anger fully. You need to acknowledge that what was done to you was wrong. You need to recognize that having your character assassinated by someone you trusted is one of the deepest violations a person can experience, because it is not just about losing a relationship. It is about losing your reputation. It is about having people look at you differently, based on information that is completely false. It is about being judged for things you never actually did. That anger is fuel. Do not suppress it. Do not spiritual bypass it by trying to immediately forgive and move on. Feel it. Let it move through your body. Let it show you where your boundaries were violated. Let it teach you who deserves access to your energy and who does not. Anger is not the enemy. Staying stuck in anger is the enemy. But using anger as a catalyst for transformation, that is power. That is how you turn pain into purpose. Staying silent in the face of lies makes you complicit. Watching someone manipulate a narrative and saying nothing is the same as co-signing the lies. Truth requires witnesses who are brave enough to speak it, even when it is uncomfortable. This person could have stayed neutral, could have minded their own business, could have decided that your situation was not their problem. But the choice was different. Truth over comfort was chosen. There is something you need to understand about people who fight for truth, the way this person is fighting for you. Such people are rare. Most people will watch injustice happen and convince themselves it is not their place to get involved. Most people value their own comfort more than doing what is right. Most people will choose the path of least resistance, even when that path requires ignoring obvious wrongdoing. The person fighting your corner is not like most people. There is a code, there are standards, there is integrity that cannot be compromised for the sake of keeping the peace. This person is also dealing with personal anger now, because when you realize someone you cared about is capable of systematically destroying another person's reputation, it changes how you see them. It makes you question everything you thought you knew about their character. It makes you wonder what else was lied about. It makes you realize that if this could be done to you, it could be done to anyone, including the person doing the realizing. That realization is jarring. It creates a kind of anger that comes from feeling betrayed by someone who was thought to be trustworthy. So this person is not just fighting for you. Fighting for personal principles is happening. Fighting for the belief that people should not get away with destroying others through lies is happening. Fighting because disgust at what was witnessed is real. Fighting because staying silent would create feelings of complicity, and living with that is impossible. Conscience will not allow it. That is why the relentlessness exists. That is why backing down is not happening. That is why your ex cannot manipulate this person into changing stance. People who believed the lies about you are having second thoughts. People who pulled away from you are feeling guilty. People who took sides without hearing your side are realizing a mistake might have been made. There are conversations happening where your name is coming up in a completely different context. People are saying things like maybe the full story was not gotten, and that does not really sound like the person now that thinking about it is happening and wondering what actually happened is occurring. This is the beginning of your social vindication. It starts slowly. A few people questioning, a few people reconsidering, a few people feeling uncomfortable about how quickly a one-sided story was believed. Then it builds. More people start connecting dots. More people start remembering moments where your ex's story did not quite add up. More people start recalling times when your fake friend seemed a little too eager to throw you under the bus. The momentum shifts, and once that shift starts, it cannot be stopped. Your ex is feeling this shift, sensing that people are not as sympathetic as before is happening. Telling that people are asking questions instead of just accepting the victim narrative is clear. Feeling the social support that was being relied on starting to crumble is real, and it is making desperation grow. Desperate people do desperate things. Doubling down on the lies might happen. New stories to explain away the inconsistencies might be created. Trying to paint the person fighting your corner as someone who is biased or does not understand the situation might occur. But here is the problem with that strategy. The person fighting your corner has credibility. A reputation for being honest and fair exists. A track record of calling things as seen without personal agenda is established. So when this person says someone is lying, people listen. When manipulation is pointed out, people pay attention. When refusal to back down from stance happens, people take it seriously. Your ex cannot discredit this person the way you were discredited, because this person has social capital that cannot be easily destroyed. Your fake friend is trying a different approach. Attempting to play victim now too is happening. Trying to frame the situation as being caught in the middle of something that was not asked for is occurring. Trying to act like manipulation by your ex into betraying you happened is the new angle. Trying to paint as someone who made mistakes but had good intentions is the current strategy. This is damage control. This is reputation management. This is someone trying to salvage what is left of social standing. But people are not buying it, because the person fighting your corner already exposed too much, already revealed too many details, already made it clear that your fake friend was an active participant in the betrayal, not a passive bystander. You cannot walk back that kind of exposure. You cannot rebrand betrayal as innocent misunderstanding. The truth is already out. The damage is already done. All your fake friend can do now is watch as the carefully curated image dissolves. This is what happens when lies are built on shaky foundations. One strong wind, and the whole structure collapses. The person fighting your corner was that wind. Coming through with the force of someone who values truth above all else happened. And the carefully constructed facade that your ex and your fake friend had been maintaining got demolished. Now both of them are standing in the rubble trying to figure out how to rebuild reputations. Spoiler alert, it cannot happen. Not really, because people do not forget moments like this. People do not forget watching someone get exposed in real time. Look, you already know the attacks weren't random, and if you're paying attention, you can feel it. Their walls are closing in, so let's talk about what we're doing about it. That's why I built Destiny Engine. It generates personalized sequences that help you rewire betrayal into transcendence, turn isolation into sacred power, and transform their downfall into your rise. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking their declassified consciousness technology that programmed competition and scarcity and repurposing it to serve cooperative intelligence. The beauty is you don't even have to lift a finger. You put on the headphones, press play, and your subconscious is rewired while your enemies collapse under the weight of their own lies. This is why I created it in the beginning, so everything they did to break you becomes fuel for your purpose. The collective upgrade is underway. Start your Destiny Engine for $1 today and watch divine justice accelerate in your life. Link in the description. You do not need to do anything with this information. You do not need to reach out to people who are now questioning what we're told. You do not need to provide your side of the story to everyone who is finally ready to listen. You do not need to capitalize on your ex's downfall or your fake friend's exposure. You do not need to insert yourself back into social circles that pushed you out. You simply need to continue being who you are, living with integrity, moving forward with purpose, building a life that speaks for itself. The people who matter will come to their own conclusions. The people who are supposed to be in your life will find their way back with genuine apologies and changed behavior. The people who are meant to support you will show up without you having to convince them. You do not need to manage other people's perceptions anymore. The truth is managing that for you. The person fighting your corner is managing that for you. Divine timing is managing that for you. Your only job is to keep healing, keep growing, keep stepping into the powerful version of yourself that this experience is creating. But let me be real with you about something. There is a part of you that wants to watch your ex suffer. There is a part of you that wants to see your fake friend grovel. There is a part of you that wants everyone who believed the lies to come crawling back with apologies. That is human. That is normal. That is the part of you that was deeply wounded by what happened. But you need to be careful with that part. Because revenge thinking keeps you energetically tied to people who do not deserve your energy. The highest form of revenge is becoming so successful, so happy, so fulfilled, that the people who wronged you become irrelevant to your story. The highest form of justice is watching karma do its work while you are busy building something beautiful. The highest form of power is not needing them to suffer in order for you to thrive. You can acknowledge that what was done was wrong. You can feel angry about the lies. You can recognize the injustice, and you can simultaneously release the need for them to pay in any specific way. Because the universe handles payment plans, you do not need to. Right now your ex is paying with sleepless nights, paying with obsessive thoughts about you, paying with the knowledge that something real was destroyed, paying with the loss of social support, paying with the realization that the person fighting your corner sees through everything completely, paying with the understanding that lies have an expiration date. That is payment enough. You do not need to add to it. Your fake friend is paying too, paying with the loss of a genuine friendship, paying with the exposure of true character, paying with the understanding that betrayal has consequences, paying with the reality that people now see differently, paying with the loneliness that comes from only having surface-level connections. That is payment enough. You do not need to collect more. The person fighting your corner is not doing this for recognition or reward. Doing it because it is right is the motivation, but you should still acknowledge what has been done. When the time comes and you connect with this person, express genuine gratitude. Let this person know that standing up for truth when no one else would means something. Let this person know that integrity is rare and valuable. Let this person know that a piece of your faith in humanity was restored. That acknowledgement matters, not because it is needed, but because recognizing good people when showing up happens is how you attract more good people into your life. There is also a lesson here about divine protection. You were protected throughout this entire situation, even when it did not feel like it. You were protected from staying in a toxic connection that would have destroyed you. You were protected from continuing to trust people who were betraying you. You were protected from wasting more time on people who did not value you. You were protected by your own intuition that told you something was wrong, even when proving it was impossible. And now you are being protected by someone fighting your corner, without you even asking. You are entering a season of vindication. Everything you went through is starting to make sense. The pain you endured is being transformed into power. The lies told about you are being exposed. The people who doubted you are seeing the truth. And this is just the beginning. There is more coming. More revelations. More moments where truth breaks through. More conversations where your name gets cleared. More instances of divine justice showing up on your behalf. New opportunities are opening up for you. Doors that were closed are swinging wide open. People who align with your energy are entering your life. Abundance is flowing in ways you did not expect. For some of you, this looks like new love, a connection that is everything your past relationship was not. Someone who values you, someone who respects you, someone who would never dream of lying about you, someone who sees your worth and treats you accordingly. This person is going to restore your faith in genuine connection. For others, the abundance is career-related. Opportunities you have been working toward are finally manifesting. Projects are taking off. Recognition is coming. Financial breakthroughs are happening. Whatever area of your life needed elevation, that is where the blessings are concentrating. You are being rewarded for your faith. You are being rewarded for trusting divine timing. You are being rewarded for not giving up when things looked hopeless. And while all of this unfolds for you, your ex is watching from a distance. Seeing you thrive without them is happening. Seeing you glow up is occurring. Seeing you step into the version of yourself you were always meant to be is visible, and drowning in regret is the result. Realizing that something real was sabotaged is clear. Understanding that you were the best thing that ever happened is becoming apparent. Comprehending that lies cost everything is sinking in, and there is nothing that can be done about it now. This realization is going to eat away at everything. Trying to convince self that caring does not happen will occur. Trying to act like being fine is the reality will be attempted. Trying to move on with other people will be pursued. But nothing will compare to what you offered. Nothing will fill the void created when you were pushed away. Years will be spent comparing every connection to what you two had. And every single time it is going to fall short. That is karma. That is consequence. That is what happens when you betray someone who loved you genuinely. Your fake friend is drowning in similar regret. Looking at life now and realizing the friendship destroyed was one of the best things possessed is happening. Realizing that betraying you gained nothing is clear. Realizing that something real was sacrificed for someone who never actually cared is understood. Alone now, or surrounded by people just as fake, is the current reality. Real connections do not exist anymore, because real connections require integrity, and proof of having none was given. There is something else coming that you need to be aware of. Your ex is going to try to reach out to you. Not because being sorry is real, not because finally understanding what was done is happening, but because desperation to regain some sense of control exists. Wanting to see if still affecting you is possible is the motivation. Wanting to test if you will respond is the goal. A casual message might be sent. An old social media post might be liked. Showing up somewhere you frequent might happen. And here is what you need to do. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Do not respond. Do not engage. Do not give the satisfaction of knowing you are still affected. Because the moment you respond, you hand over power. The moment you engage, you reopen a door that needs to stay permanently closed. This person has not changed. Healing has not happened. The inner work has not been done. Just loneliness exists. Just realizing what was lost is occurring. But that is not your problem anymore. Your fake friend is going to attempt reconciliation too. Reaching out trying to reconnect will happen. Some generic message about missing the friendship will be sent. Acting like nothing happened will be the approach. Acting like the betrayal was not that serious will be the minimization. Hoping you do the same will be the expectation. This is manipulation. This is guilt being eased without actually taking responsibility. Real apologies include accountability and changed behavior. Anything less is just more manipulation. You have a decision to make when these attempts at reconciliation come. You can choose to respond if you feel it serves your highest good, but understand that you owe these people nothing. Past connection does not automatically guarantee future relationship. People earn their place in your life through consistent, trustworthy behavior, and these people have proven trust is impossible. Protect your peace, guard your energy, prioritize your healing above all else. The lies that were told about you do not define you. The betrayal does not determine your worth. The pain does not dictate your future. You are so much more than what happened to you. You are stronger than the obstacles you faced. You are closer to your breakthrough than you realize. And everything you went through was preparing you for everything you are about to step into. Someone fought your corner. The truth came out. Divine justice showed up. And now you get to walk into the life you have always deserved. A life where you are surrounded by people who value truth. A life where your name is spoken with respect. A life where your story inspires others. A life where you are completely unapologetically free. That life is yours, not because you fought for it, but because you chose yourself when it mattered most. The person who lied about you is still sitting in darkness replaying conversations, but you are standing in the light, building a future that person will never have access to. The fake friend who betrayed you is still drowning in regret, but you are moving forward surrounded by people who actually deserve your energy. The lies that were told are being exposed, the truth is breaking through, and you do not even have to